Well, hello there, and welcome to another episode of That 90s Spider-Man Show. If this is your first time listening, this is a podcast where we talk about Spider-Man the Animated Series. We go through it episode by episode, and we have some things to say. I am your host this fine day, and my name is Henry, and alongside me, as always, is my trusty co-host, Jack.
Hello.
What are we talking about today, Jack?
I thought I'd try and do something a little bit less mundane than my usual hi, my Ross Geller hi. And I went for hello, and I ended up sounding really weird. So
Sounded like a...
Go back to my hi.
No, I'm enjoing it.
I'm here, and I still don't know how to say hello.
He's learning it, folks. He's gonna get there one day.
Ahoy hoy.
You should start every podcast now with ahoy, sailor. Or land ho, if you want.
No, I kind of prefer ahoy hoy. You know how Mr. Burns says ahoy hoy on the phone?
Does he?
Yeah, he says it on the phone. And that's such a niche joke because apparently when they were designing the telephone, the standard greeting ended up being hello.
Yeah.
And there was a point when there was other things being suggested, and one of the suggestions was ahoy hoy.
Mr. Burns probably put that one forward himself, and he's upset that they used hello instead.
Yeah, it's just a random joke to show how old he is, that he used an unused greeting from the invention of the telephone.
And it went over most people's heads.
Yeah.
Much like that segment just then.
Yep.
But, yeah, what are we talking about this time, Jack?
We're talking about the final nightmare, which is the end of the Neogenic Nightmare, which is the end of the Immortal plotline.
Which is the end of season 2.
Yeah.
We got to another end of season. Look at
Yeah.
that. So many memories, so many fucking Morbius episodes along the way.
Yeah. Since the end of last season, we've only moved into a new recording space, and then we're greeted with a global pandemic.
Yeah.
By the end of next season, who knows what could have happened?
I probably would have died and been replaced by a Henry robot, which does the podcast instead. Like Henbot 3000.
It's like an Aunt Vivian situation. You just replace you with a lighter skinned Henry.
Yeah, I end the podcast by going see you next time on season 3. Next time, baby.
I'd be fine with getting in Don Cheadle to replace you.
To be honest, so would I. Yeah. So yeah, Don, if you're listening, which you're not, just give me a call, man. Anyway.
Because you just want to jump ship at this point. After having to write the recap for this insane episode.
It actually wasn't as bad as the fucking, the one with the laser, the...
Shriek of the Vulture?
The one before that, with Kingpin and the Tablet of Time.
Oh, Ravages of Time.
That was Ravaged is right.
Yeah.
I felt Ravaged of Time there.
Yeah, ravaged your brain, so you didn't remember the title.
No. Turned me into an old baby.
It's my curse is that I remember every episode title and nothing else.
Yeah. But yeah, we're finally at the end of season 2. And we pick up season 2, episode 14, where we left off season 2, episode 13. That is with old Spider-Man and the Vulture.
Yeah.
The Vulture kind of reiterates here that, Spider-Man's power is going to make him super strong and young, and he's going to keep him alive so he can, fuck up Norman Osborn's life.
Which is, a really, fucked up situation when you think about it.
Yeah.
So I was like, what's the plan? Because this is temporary, and then it's, he's an old man, so I could just,
abuse him, I guess.
Yeah, keep him in a cage somewhere.
And just take his youth whenever he gets it back.
Which I feel is probably the biggest threat we've had so far in terms of, stakes.
Yeah.
Because it's not just... I don't even know what the biggest stake has been other than this. People getting kidnapped and...
vague identity crises.
An old man becoming young.
Yeah.
Whereas this is just Spider-Man might become a lifeline to some weird old man.
I had two thoughts as we were explaining this. One, I kind of thought of Tom Hardy in the beginning of Mad Max Fury Road. Because that's exactly what it is.
Yes, exactly. It's exactly that.
But it's also an apt metaphor for society at the moment. Is the old people taking youth and vitality from the young.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's an actual thing where, I think some fucking Silicon Valley company was starting up this thing where they were, selling young blood.
Yeah.
So young people can go and sell their blood so that old people can, inject their blood.
This is, a less efficient version of that.
Reality is always more depressing than what we get in these cartoons.
As told by The Onion.
I'd much prefer that old people had these talons than being give me your blood.
If Vulture in this episode was give me your blood, Spider-Man. He's an amazing Spider-Man too.
What a fitting end for the season that we're talking about the Amazing Spider-Man 2 again.
Yeah. It's cyclical. It all comes together. Time's a flat circle. Anyway, he kind of wants to show off his new powers, so he kind of carries this old Spider-Man across New York, and he subsequently loses him. The episode description at this point just says, Tune's aerodynamic explodes. That's the sentence.
You know what? My first thought when I saw this bit, last episode we were talking about like how this was one of the ones that was removed from certain reruns because of 9/11. And I was like, this is kind of ridiculous. Every like fire and explosion means like 9/11 to sensors and stuff like that.
Yep.
But this episode starts with 9/11.
Yeah.
It's 100% just 9/11.
This is a tall building explodes.
Yeah, and it's just flaming behind him, and it's kind of intense.
It's super intense.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, the explosion goes off and the Vulture gets distracted, and at this point, Spider-Man hides underneath the building, and the Vulture just immediately gives up on, like, finding him. He's like, oh, guess he's dead.
Yeah, he's really stupid in this.
Yeah. Spider-Man has one gimmick.
Yeah.
He like, hangs onto walls. He crawls on walls.
Yeah.
So if you look at him on a wall. So one thing... You couldn't fly. It will take you, like, 5 seconds.
Nah, he's got other shit.
He's an old lazy asshole, so he just flies off. And Spider-Man, like, because he's old, he's, like, super fucking old, guys. And his powers are waning as a result of his just incredible lack of youth.
He's so old, he's got a new voice actor.
Yeah. Christopher Daniel Barnes took, like, the weekend off when he was just, like, doing whatever he does.
He just smoked fuckloads of cigarettes.
He ate a ton of cigarettes. Just, like, goggles and gravel.
Yeah.
But yeah, his powers are waning. Because he's just that fucking old. It's just gross how old he is. Vulture kind of like flies off muttering about like destroying Norman Osborn and all that shit. And then we cut to a newspaper stand where none other than the Scorpion is buying a newspaper.
And how is he dressed?
He's dressed in the same trench coat from the beginning of season 2.
We talked about the trench coat economy booming and it's come full circle because he's in the same trench coat again.
He's just been walking around in this for apparently the whole season.
Yeah, I guess that's what you have to do when you're stuck in a costume, but he still looks like, why is that guy wearing like a luchador costume under his clothes?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of obvious.
But yeah, like he kind of goes to this newspaper and the guy, this is kind of amazing actually. Newsstand guy kind of goes to him like, yeah, no one cares about neogenics anymore, man. Which to me is an insane statement to make.
A kind of insane statement that, like, maybe a newspaper vendor would say, though.
Yeah, like, there's this
he
amazing...
has an opinion on this massive subject.
Yeah, and his opinion is that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Which I find incredible.
And I also kind of agree with him. Like, he's kind of like, enough with the neogenics, it's been 14 episodes.
But imagine if you got, like, someone, like, could cure cancer with, like, a simple, like, vaccine or whatever. I know that science doesn't track on that. But imagine if that happened and some guy was like, oh yeah, we've had this cancer vaccine for a while, who gives a shit, you know? And it happened like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but I guess in this scenario it's important to differentiate a cure for cancer and turning yourself into a lizard.
As far as they know, to be fair, as far as they know, it doesn't work at all. It's just like, the context we have is that this thing is incredibly powerful, but to other people it's just like chemtrails or whatever.
Yeah, I guess it's just been all covered up, right?
Yeah.
Because, like...
The only person who would have any idea is, like, Alex Jones.
Yeah, and JJ.
Yeah. The Scorpion kind of takes this opportunity to go, well, it's the only thing that can make me normal again. So you know that Scorpion's going to be in this episode. And you also know he can pay for this newspaper. It's like 65 cents. But he doesn't.
I don't think he can. I don't
He
think
can definitely... He's got, like, spare change.
I think Scorpion is the guy asking for spare change.
You think Scorpion's homeless?
Yeah, where the fuck else is he gonna
Doesn't
go?
he have a home or something?
The only people he can, like, go to for help who will accept him in any way would be other supervillains, and everyone hates him.
I'm pretty sure he's doing, like, odd jobs for the Kingpin, like, picking up his laundry or whatever.
I feel like at this point in this show, Scorpion is, like, below Rhino and Shocker, so I think he's not getting asked for many jobs anymore.
Do you reckon that trench coat was a lot less brown when he got it initially?
Yeah. It was gold before.
Yeah. He's just, like, using it as, like, a bedspread / toilet paper.
But it's a very Scorpion move to ask to pay for a newspaper and then instead just, like, destroy the newspaper stand and be like, fuck you.
Fuck you.
It's like petty vandalism is what he's driven to, despite the fact that he's technically more powerful than Spider-Man.
Yeah. He's just, like, so stupid and so, like... ambition is so far lower than his actual ability.
Yeah, and his scumbaggery is so much more powerful than his actual powers.
Yeah. His main superpower is scumbaggery.
Yeah, and he had that way before any neogenics got involved.
It's like how Spider-Man's main power is that he can stick to walls, and the web swing is something he added.
Yeah.
Cut to Spider-Man swinging overhead. Wondering why he hasn't turned back into a young person yet, because at this point we know that it kind of is very temporary, but this one's lasting a lot longer. And as he's swinging over the city, he notices an old lady getting mugged. And he tries to stop the muggers, but he completely fucks it up.
Yeah.
He's just so old and useless.
Just misses
when
he shoots a web line.
Yeah, that's a metaphor for something. Yeah, he fucks it up, and the thugs are like, oh god, Spider-Man's here, and they run off, but one of them kind of points out, doesn't he look kind of pathetic and useless? And the other guy's too busy running to kind of say anything.
Yeah.
So Spider-Man's like, oh, thank fuck for that. And they have a little exchange, him and this old lady being being old sucks.
I actually love that he has settled into this old man routine already.
It's been 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's also a weird glimpse into what an old Spider-Man would be like, where he's just cracking wise about being old, and then just walks out the alley and just takes the mask off.
Yeah, because of fuck.
Steals a trench coat off one of the thugs.
Yeah.
And just puts it on and walks off. And
trench coat economy.
Yeah.
It's booming. So yeah, he kind of walks off and he's just in this trench coat. In a similar fashion, actually, to the Season 2, Episode 2 episode where Peter Parker's doing the same thing in a hotel. Oh, except now he's just old as fuck.
Yeah.
And he's walking down the street and he's just so, full of years that he just gets tired.
Yeah.
And, a bus kind of pulls up and goes, hey, old-timer, you gotta get this bus? And he does.
Yeah. I didn't know bus drivers were that nice.
Definitely not in New York. Real New York, he's getting, some bus driver's gonna be hey, fuck you, old guy. Just hurry up and die.
Yeah, he opens his door to yell, fuck you, and then drives off.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Vulture, attacks Norman Osborn. So Norman Osborn is in a helicopter. And...
How many times have Norman Osborn been attacked this season?
So many goddamn times. How many times in the last 2 episodes has he been attacked?
How many times has he been attacked by Vulture, said, who are you, and then Vulture hasn't revealed?
Yeah. He just flies off again.
Playing this weird Guess Who game with him.
Yeah. At this point, Osborn is just so traumatized by him, but he sees this guy flying, he's like, kill this motherfucker right now. And he can't. So Vulture blows up the helicopter. He's like, I got you now, Osborn. And Norman Osborn's like, who the fuck are you? Why do you keep attacking me? And then the Vulture's like, oh, it's me, Adrian Toomes. I'm young now and sexy. But as he's about to, finish him off, he starts turning into none other than the Man-Spider.
Oh shit, this happens this early?
Yeah.
This threw me through a loop. I could not remember this at all.
Neither.
And this, as a conclusion to this sort of series and everything, we're bringing the Man-Spider back, but it's Vulture transforming and actually having some, in-universe logic for that to happen.
Yeah.
Kind of blew my mind.
It was actually kind of great. I was like, that's amazing. Also, I can't believe I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, it was great.
It's kind of great. Meanwhile, it's back to old Peter, who's fixing his younger self's bullshit. He sneaks back into his room, and he calls in sick at his job. JJ's kind of like, what the fuck is Peter, man? The Vulture just attacked Osborn again, and Peter's like, oh shit, I've got to do something.
He pretends to be a
old
elderly relative or something.
Yeah. JJ doesn't ask. I had a question, actually. I had this thought, during the episode. But do you reckon that J. Jonah Jameson knows that Peter's uncle is dead? Because he definitely hasn't asked.
I feel like this is something where, at some point, he gave a paycheck and said, oh, I bet your parents will be proud of this. And then Peter kind of went, okay, and walked away. And then Robbie, whispered in his ear,
oh, yeah.
Everyone he loves has died.
Except this really stupid one.
Yeah.
He hasn't, bothered to find out. It's just oh, I made this child cry again. Oh, no.
Also, I don't know if Peter Parker's the sort of person who would, tell people anyway.
I don't know. In a good, work environment, you kind of ask, oh, how, so what do your parents do? Yeah. Oh, they are in a coffin somewhere.
I know that when I first met you, I said, my name's Jack. What's your name? You said Henry. And then I said, have any of your parent figures died recently?
And I said no.
Yeah. And then I walked away because I was like, I'm looking for Spider-Man.
You're looking for Spider-Man. And to this date, folks, he has not found him.
No. I did get a Spider-Man costume, though.
Yeah.
So I look in the mirror and I go, there he is,
there
sometimes.
He is. A cockatiel, not recognising its own reflection.
Yeah, I mean, lockdown, man. We've got nothing else to do.
But I'm just imagining you in your room like, who's that guy in my room? Every time you go past the mirror.
Barking like a dog.
He doesn't do that. He's aware of his own reflection. Anyway, because there's only one photographer for this entire newspaper, JJ's like, we're fucked now.
Yeah.
Newspapers are done. And Spider-Man kind of calls Dr. Connors, who's got an idea. Next, we go to a mental asylum, which is the first time we've been to one in this series.
Yeah. This isn't named, but it's presumably Ravencroft, which is in the comics I guess the Spider-Man version of Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And there we see a familiar face.
None other than Dr. Stillwell.
Yeah.
He you might remember as the man who turned Scorpion into the Scorpion.
And also the guy whose name I couldn't remember last episode.
Yeah.
Because he's Farley Stillwell, but there's a guy called Frederick Foswell who is different. But Stillwell is the guy who made the Scorpion.
And he's not still well, mentally at least. Because he's like panicking about the Scorpion coming to get him. And the orderlies should be fired because they're just making fun of him.
Yeah, like a meter away from him.
Yeah.
They're
like crazy old fucker thinks the Scorpion's gonna come get him. Luckily for like Stillwell, Scorpion breaks in at that moment and just carries him off. He's like, come in with me, old crazy man.
Yeah, you're gonna cure me.
You're gonna kill me. And like he just like jumps out and the orderlies are almost definitely fired.
Yeah.
Next, it's Dr. Connor's lab, where Vulture shows up. And he's like, hey Doc, I'm turning into a spider. What the fuck is happening? And he kind of explains what went down. The doctor's like, oh yeah, so Spider-Man is super fucked up. You shouldn't have taken his youth. And now you have all this bullshit.
Yeah.
And then the Vulture's like, hey, Spider-Man's dead. I saw him die. No, I didn't. I gave up after 5 seconds looking for him, so I assumed he was dead. And the Dr. Connors is like, no, he called me like 10 seconds ago. And the Vulture's like, what? And he gets really upset with Dr. Connors. He's like, hey man, I need your help, but I'm going to really just stress you out for some reason.
Also, he's like completely like coherent and can speak even though he's a spider.
Yeah.
Unlike the Man Spider we saw in the Man Spider episode where he was just like a crazy monster.
I think that's just Peter like just deciding not to talk.
He's just like, wow, when in Rome, and just starts like trashing shit.
What inside a spider monster? Do what a spider monster does.
Yeah.
The Vulture kind of like gets all up in his face. And Dr. Connors gets stressed, which means he gets a bit green and scaly. But before he can go full lizard, the Scorpion comes in to start some more bullshit.
Before we jump into the Scorpion, I was just thinking, right?
Yep.
Wasn't he cured of being lizard 2 episodes ago?
Apparently not.
Because he got shot with the laser and he was like, I guess it cured me of being the lizard.
To be fair, that was his wife, who is not a scientist.
That is true, yeah.
She
And
was
you
just
made the
like-
joke, you were like, how would she know that? And turns out she didn't know that.
She didn't know shit. And Dr. Connors was like, bitch, shut the fuck up. What do you do? How do you know this?
Well, she looks after his son while he's off like being a lizard man.
Yeah.
And curing Spider-Man.
She's like this close to leaving him, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, after you've had a brush with becoming a lizard, and then your job is still putting you in a position where your family's getting kidnapped by crazy monsters.
Yeah. Quit your job.
Yeah. Start working with plot guns.
Yeah. Go work at another university. Any other university.
Yeah.
You know? Scorpion at this point comes in and he's like, I'm gonna start some bullshit.
Yeah, and he comes in with Stillwell like wrapped in his tail.
Yeah.
And what was it Dr. Connors says? He's just like, Farley Stillwell, what are you doing here? He's like, well...
What do you think I'm doing here? He's like, how did you get here?
Like, not even addressing the giant scorpion in the room.
At this point, like, Dr. Connors is just like, yeah, whatever. What the fuck? Okay, imagine, like, if your friend had a baby, and then they kind of visit you, and you're like, how did the baby get here?
What a weird comparison. Is Stillwell the baby here?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
See, the baby, he's just like, yeah, how did this baby get here? And then Scorpion's like, I carried him here. That's why he's here.
Yeah.
Shit's going down, like, Vulture and Scorpion realise really quickly that they need Spider-Man for different reasons. They kind of agree to work together.
Yeah, and Scorpion's kind of like, well, I don't want to do what you tell me to do, but I was planning to, like, fuck up Spider-Man anyway, so I might as well fuck up Spider-Man for you.
Yeah.
And then we both get research stuff.
We both need this plot gun. You need Spider-Man. I need something to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I need money.
I've already destroyed all the newspaper vendors in New York.
I can't afford to pay for a newspaper.
Yeah.
I'm desperate. I'm desperate here, man. I need somewhere to sleep tonight. So can you help me out here, Adrian Toombs? Cut to Peter Parker. And in brackets I put here, old. And he walks over to Mary Jane's house. he's intent on explaining to her, oh yeah, Peter Parker can't come to, like, help you meet your dad.
Yeah.
But, crucially, Peter Parker forgets that he looks like an old man.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks up to, like, Mary Jane's house, and she opens the door, and she sees this, like, man who's old enough to be her father.
Kind of mumbles and then just runs away.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit.
Oh, shit, I shouldn't have done this. This was a mistake. Also, this isn't a mistake. This is, like, the thing you came here to do.
Yeah.
It's like he's trying to pretend to be her father.
Yeah.
I kind of have, like, a slight headcanon that he was like, I want to try and fuck this girl as old Peter Parker, or something. Because he was like, oh shit, I shouldn't be here. Or some bullshit. But, like, the takeaway here is that Mary Jane is somehow more scarred than she needs to be in this situation.
Yeah.
And Peter, at this point, runs back to Aunt May. Obviously has no sense of self-preservation, and immediately he's like, I'm gonna fuck this old man.
We should point out that is headcanon.
It's headcanon, yeah.
That isn't a quote from the show.
So, yeah. She doesn't go, I'd like to fuck this old man. No, so she makes him a coffee, they have, like, a talk. Yeah, like, Spider-Man, like, as old Peter Parker, he's kind of like, yeah, maybe I won't fuck my aunt.
I like how you've gone from constantly saying Spider-Man as Peter Parker whenever you describe a Peter Parker scene to Spider-Man as old Peter Parker. He's putting on a mask of an old man over his mask.
Yeah. My head is so hot and these 3 masks that I'm wearing.
I do like this scene in the sense of like showing how even to a stranger Aunt May is kind. I think that's what they're going for anyway.
Yeah, rather than like, she is gonna fuck everything up at all times.
Yeah.
She's like a child or like a puppy.
We've had so little Aunt May this season that you've just created another character around it.
No, like every time we see her, she's like, I'm gonna like run head first into mortal peril.
She's only been kidnapped once this season. Right?
Twice.
What was the second time?
And then the Morbius episode.
What was the first time?
The first time was in the Insidious 6.
Ah, right, yeah. But she didn't know she got kidnapped that time, right?
That doesn't mean it's not a kidnapping. If she's too stupid to figure it out.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But the Morbius thing wasn't really her fault.
No, but like...
Only one of the kidnappings was her fault.
To be fair, like, if she'd figured it out, if she'd had, like, the wherewithal to figure it out, she probably would have, like, been kidnapped anyway. But the point is, she's been kidnapped twice, and yeah, she almost fucks her nephew, but... she kind of gives... Headcanon now, yeah. So she kind of goes into the house to get, like, this old man. She gives him her nephew's sweater. I'm sure Peter won't mind if I give a stranger his clothes.
Peter is, like, offended and grateful at the same time.
Yeah, and he's like, this old bitch. But he's also like, thank you for, like, this shirt. And I have here down in my notes that it's, like, the same colour as his t-shirt that he's wearing.
Yeah, it looks like he just puts on the same thing again.
Yeah, just like, ooh, thanks for these sleeves. We cut Dr. Connor's lab, where old Spider-Man has shown up as old Spider-Man.
Jesus Christ.
And he's immediately ambushed, like, straight away. Like, the Vulture and Scorpion are there, and they're like, surprise, motherfucker. Spider-Man is Dr. Connor's like, you motherfucker, you betrayed me. And Dr. Connor's like, yeah, shit. I know you, like, tried to save my life, and you have saved my life multiple times, but they were really, really intimidating.
To be fair, I mean, he's still just a guy.
He's a dude who can turn into a lizard whenever he wants to.
Well, not whenever he wants to.
Whenever he's stressed out.
Exactly when he doesn't want to.
Yeah. But that's, like, if you're being threatened by, like, the Vulture, that's the point where you turn into a lizard monster. That's, like, stressful, you know?
Yeah, but I think he's planning not to do that.
Yeah, I suppose. Dr. Connors, after a while, kind of fixes the Vulture's gauntlets, which kind of broke when he turned into a giant freak abomination of nature.
Yep.
Vulture kind of, like, goes, I can be free of this pain. And he gives, like, Spider-Man back his youth. And there's a great point here where, like, not only does, like, Vulture's just immediately turn back into Man-Spider, but, like, all this pandemonium goes off, and Spider-Man just literally just, like, runs to, like, a reflective wall and just, like, oh, I'm Peter again.
Just takes the time out.
Yeah, tell him to take his mask off.
Yeah.
And it's not like everyone else is, like, occupied, they're just, like,
watching him do that.
Yeah.
Yep, still got it.
So Scorpion's kind of like, don't fuck me over like you fucked the Vulture. Spider-Man's like, yeah, I'm back now, let's do this, bitch.
2 things to note here. 1, cold-ass move from Dr. Connors.
Yeah, ice cold. Like lizard cold.
Yeah, cold-blooded. To trick Vulture by, like, giving Spider-Man his youth back, but letting him keep the spider radioactive disease shit. I mean, it's
pretty gangster.
It's a pretty cool way to wrap it up, but also you've damned this man to a life of Horrendous.
Dr. Connors doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. And the other thing is that this is the point that the episode becomes a veritable monster mash.
It is a graveyard smash.
Yeah.
And in a flash, we go to Spider-Man and Scorpion fighting. Stillwell's just apparently just hanging around.
Yeah.
And he thinks, like, I'm gonna just blow up this plot gun so no more bullshit can happen.
Yeah.
And he does that. He sets like the self-destruct sequence in the gun, which he apparently just installed.
It's a pretty ludicrously dangerous object, so I'm not surprised that it can also blow up at any time.
I feel like if you have like a dangerous object, you don't need to also install a button that makes it explode on one touch.
I think that you do. It's like a safeguard, because this has no other safeguards. You put anything into this gun and shoot it at something and it will make a fucked up meld of that.
So why would you make a button that just has it explode?
Why would you make a gun that can turn someone into a lizard man?
But why would you make that same gun explode? That seems like fighting fire with gasoline at that point.
It's the failsafe in the Tesseract portal thing at the end of the Avengers. It's like, why put in a thing that like stops the whole thing and blows it up?
Yeah.
So that you can stop the thing doing the thing.
Just like a off switch is all you need. A safety, because there's a gun.
Yeah, I think you're expecting too much from Farley Stillwell, the creator of the Scorpion.
That's true. He's not exactly. He's a mad scientist, I guess. So yeah, this gun's about to explode, and Connors is like, "Hey man, I need that shit. I'm a fucking monster." And Dr. Stillwell's like, "What do you mean?" And Dr. Connors doesn't say this, but he might as well say it's lizard time because he turns into the lizard. And Dr. Stillwell, if he wasn't already shitting his pants from being in mental asylum, he shit his pants now.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, there's now pre-green ass monsters in here.
Yeah.
It ain't easy being green. It ain't easy being neogenic.
Yeah. Okay, so Spider-Man kind of sees Doctor like going all green and scaly and swings in to stop him from murdering Stillwell, who responds by yelling, "The building's about to explode because I decided to blow it up, so..."
Yeah, blow it all up.
Yeah,
We'll kill it with
burn it
fire.
all to the ground. Scorpion at this, hearing this, he just fucking pegs it. He's like, "Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah,
Fuck this.
see you in season 3.
See you in season 3." Scorpion runs away, and the plot gun, for some reason, is just going haywire.
Yeah.
So it shoots the lizard, which turns him back into Dr. Connors.
That's happened like 3 times to him. Getting hit by a stray beam and turning back.
Yeah. I think this thing is just, like, very beam sensitive or something. So, yeah, like, Spider-Man saves the Doc, and they swing out the building explodes, obviously. And then in the debris, Doctor and Spider-Man are kind of like, hey, I guess everyone's dead. And it turns out that nobody is dead.
Yeah.
Apart from the people inside the building who weren't in the scene. They're probably all dead.
Like the janitor.
Yeah. The security guard.
Who's been turned into, like, another kind of animal.
Yeah.
Turned into the kangaroo.
There were some pigeons in, like, the roof, so, like, it's like a pigeon woman, like, flying around. First of all, we see Stillwell come out and say, like, hey, neogenics is bad, and I'm not doing all my research again.
Yeah.
Keep it all in my head. And the Doctor's like, I need that to, like, cure my horrible mutation. Stillwell's response is, tough shit.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck you.
I'm kind of with him a little bit, because it's kind of like, we could try and cure that with this gun, and in the meantime, we could create, like, 10 more lizard people. I'm going to call it quits, you know? He's, like, leaving the casino when he's lost, like, 100 quid.
Yeah.
I could win big, but I could also fuck up even more. See you later.
See you later. I'm going to cut my losses. So you're going to have to deal with this shit. And he just walks off. I don't know if he comes back in the show.
Probably. Who knows?
Okay, then we see Vulture, who's now mutated. And he's like, oh no, I'm a horrible monster. I should fly off where nobody can see me. And I kind of feel like he's going to become roommates with Morbius now.
Yeah,
In the same cave.
The weird freakazoid cave.
Yeah. Felicia? No, it's me, an old man. It'll do. It will do. And finally, we have the Scorpion, who's like, oh shit, now I'm a monster forever. And he's gonna go sleep on a bench somewhere, I'm assuming.
Until he's shooed away by a policeman.
To be fair though, like, if you see like a Scorpion man in that trench coat sleeping on a bench, you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna walk the other side of this road.
Yeah.
You leave that shit alone.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we cut to Spider-Man, crucially enough, swinging through New York City. He's kind of free of all this bullshit, and he's like, yeah, there's a whole season's worth of storylines, I'm glad that's over. And at this point he kind of realises, oh shit, I was wanting to be with Mary Jane, and she meets her dad for the first time.
Yeah.
And we cut to Mary Jane going like, hey, I guess Peter did forget after all, because he did forget.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like kind of just psychologically scarred from like the last day's kind of events. And then a mysterious man walked up to her. Peter kind of gets that just as he sees this weird man and Mary Jane walk around the corner. But when he walks around the same corner, they're gone. And that's it.
Yeah, cliffhanger.
End of the episode. End of the fucking season.
We're done.
That's it.
We're 2/3 done.
2/5 done.
2/5 done, sorry.
Yeah.
I overestimated
Yeah.
by a long shot.
Yeah, you have, but it's okay. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, that's 66% to 40%. So, yeah, you've grossly just misled the public.
I apologise.
Yeah, we'll have like a formal apology in Twitter later on.
Mary Jane! She's gone. But how? Where?
Alright, so what do you think of this episode?
I was actually way more satisfied with this than I thought I would be, because this season has been a bit up and down, and the last few episodes haven't, I don't know, they've been okay, but they haven't like really grabbed me or anything. And then this, I thought, the fact that it was called The Final Nightmare, I was like, okay, so they're wrapping up all this Neogenic stuff. Is it just going to be a part 2 to The Vulture? Is it going to be like a Hobgoblin part 2? Because it was a similar sort of setup of having a cliffhanger, dealing with the same person, and ending the first part of the 2-parter with the villain becoming like extra souped up. And I thought, are we in for a similar thing? And we really weren't, because they just kind of... Scorpion kind of comes out of nowhere, but like you're like, well, yeah, he was related to the Neogenic thing, and yet didn't really factor into this particular storyline yet. And it's a way to get Farley Stillwell in, who was the one who was fucking around with the Neogenic gun like after Connors and ignored all his warnings. So it's kind of like a fitting way to sort of like close off a bunch of those threads, and of course finish off all the threads they started in this season. I thought the action was pretty good, and like it was kind of equal parts like genuinely good and like silly, funny.
Yeah.
A lot of great action moments when they were fighting in that like weird ass like 4-way Neogenic monster mash at the end.
Yeah.
I had fun with it.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Had you had the Vulture and Dr. Connors and Spider-Man all like taking off, I kind of personally wanted to see old man Spider-Man fight the Vulture, but I do think this episode is better for the Scorpion, and I never thought I'd say that before.
Yeah, I think Scorpion works better in these dynamics, you know, like where it's just like he's in there to like just be the crazy asshole. He's
like the presence of a chair in the Boondocks.
Yeah. He kind of...
You just throw him in and everyone starts fighting.
Yeah. And he comes in and it's like Toombs is like a vulture man spider, and then somehow Scorpion ends up looking like the craziest motherfucker in the room.
Yeah.
Just because he's a weirdo.
Yeah. He's carrying a doctor with him. He's carrying a man for a literal insane asylum. And he still comes across as the craziest motherfucker in the room.
Yeah, and I feel like this is definitely one of those ones. I feel like this season, like, our reviews have almost gotten shorter and shorter.
Yeah.
And I think this is a short one as well, because I don't really have much to say other than it was a great, like, concluding one. Obviously, like, as a standalone thing, it doesn't really work, but it's as a conclusion to various other storylines, it was a good season finale.
Yeah. I think a great season finale.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm obviously looking quite forward to season 3 as a result.
The other question is with Vulture, like, is he gonna come back?
I imagine, like, him and Morbius are gonna, like, get together and just, like, put enough money towards a taxi back to New York.
It also just might be another loose end, you know?
It might just, like, just fly away.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, like, I guess, like, he's just gonna be that forever, right?
Yeah. And it's weird thinking that, like, that was the way they solved that. Yeah, well, I guess we can't cure this, so let's just give it to someone we don't like.
Yeah, just have him go away.
Yeah. And he probably does leave in the exact same way as Morbius, just like, I'm a giant monster now, I'm going to leave, so I'm not in this show anymore.
Yeah.
I'll let someone else fight Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm too, like, powerful and, like, evil and, like, horribly mutated to fight Spider-Man, so I'm going to go somewhere else.
They ended on a tease for next season, which is intriguing, and I'm curious what happens next season, because I do have lots of memories of like the various plot lines in this show, but I'm not really sure what season 3 will bring, and I'm kind of glad that I don't know, because I have a more of a stronger memory of some of the later storylines than the middle stuff. And as soon as we started this season, I was like, oh yeah, fuck, it's all the Morbius shit.
Yeah.
Which I remember quite strongly. But as for next season, I feel like I'm going to be going in a lot colder.
Yeah.
But either way, we'll get into all that season talk a little bit more in our next episode, which will be a season 1 review.
Well, we're season 2 review.
Oh no, let's review season 1 again.
That's fair. It was a good season.
God, I can't think straight today. I can't believe I'm being fact-checked mid-podcast.
To be fair, it beats being fact-checked after the podcast.
This is true. Also, I could just edit it all out.
Yeah, so
I
no one
have
has
that
to know.
power. I am God in this realm.
Go podcast god.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and like podcast god, we're gonna leave now. So,
Yeah.
like regular god, we're gonna abandon you when you need us most. So yeah,
But unlike God, we will be back in 2 weeks.
well, actually no. I had something about like Jesus.
Yeah, you're going to throw some scripture at me.
I am, but I had to get my Bible out.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't have. So, in lieu of me getting out some Bible and like loading some scripture on your asses, we are gonna say goodbye at this point. As always, you can check out That 90s Spider-Man Show on podcasts, because we are a podcast. We're on Spotify, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're on Patreon if you want to like support the podcast in ways more than just your listening ears.
Yeah, and you can look up the panels on the WordPress, and all those links for what Henry said will be in the description below.
Like, obviously, stay tuned for the season 1 review. And
Season 2 review.
I know, I was just like making fun of you.
I know, I'm just scared of confusing everyone.
Tune in for the season 3 review. No, tune in for season 2 review. And also stay tuned throughout this summer, because apparently it's summer now, because time still exists, apparently.
Yeah.
It could be fucking winter for all I know. But yeah, tune in later on this year, because we're doing some new weird shit.
Yeah. Much like the ending of last season, we'll be taking like a little break in which we'll just throw some random bonus shit at you before we jump into season 3 later in the year.
Yeah, sounds good. Do you want to give a little teaser of what they can expect, or is that coming later?
Tease.
Yeah.
Henry's probably going to advocate for blackface again.
I mean, like, something they don't know.
Ah, okay. Well, no, I don't know.
Okay.
One more thing.
One more thing.
I have a little present for you, Henry.
You do?
It's a present for you. It may be a present for the listener. I'm going to bet that it's not a present for the listener. But either way, I've made something which is kind of insane. Wait, I didn't make it. What am I talking about? This was emailed to me by a F Stillwell at hotmail.com.
Okay.
It's a little weird. It was an MP3 file.
Oh, God.
I'm just going to leave it here and play it. I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. The scorpion from the slab began to rise, and suddenly, my surprise, he did the monster mash. It was a neogenic smash. It closed on in a flash. He did the monster mash. From my laboratory.
Oh God, how long is it?
To the spooky tower where Morbius screwed. Every radioactive asshole wants to come. Gets a jolt from my plot gun. They did the monster mash. It was a neogenic smash. It caught on in a flash. They did the monster mash. Beast and Landon were having fun. Guess what? Hobgoblin, Lizard and his son. Spidey moaned to Punisher about his lady luck. While Blade and Terry went to the closet to fuck. The scene was rocking, even Vulture was there. Turning people old just so that he could have hair. He wasn't the only one lacking in charisma. Morbius sucks so hard he has all the plasma. They played the Morbius mash. was a neogenic smash.
Oh my god.
Caught on in a flash. They did the Morbius mash. From upon the ceiling we heard Spider-Man shout. Out of his pajamas 4 extra arms did sprout. His back grew the size of a city block. He cried, the hell with your, it's man spider o'clock. It's the man spider mash. It was a neogenic smash.
Oh my fucking jaw.
It caught on in a flash. It's now the man spider mash. Hammerhead paved the way for his head honcho. Old man Silvermane was wearing his Toltec poncho. Hydro Man greeted them all with a sploosh. But Tombstone told him, I don't breathe, you douche. The party's ending and things are getting out of hand. There's now a vulture spider that nobody planned. Scorpion hasn't changed costume and he's starting to smell. Fuck Neogenic, signed Farley Stillwell. It was a never-ending mash.
Oh my god.
It was a Hydro Man splash. It caught on in a flash. Neogenic Chapter 14. Wow. I hope you enjoyed that.
I have no words.
That was the Neogenic Mash, sent to us by Farley Stillwell.
I don't know why he would do that, but...
I don't know either.
I'm glad he did, I guess. Thank you, Farley Stillwell. I don't know, listen to the... I'm just gonna say bye, guys. I've got to just think about that. That was something.
Play us out, Farley. It was a never-ending mash. There was a Hydro Man splash. It caught on in a flash. The Neogenic Chapter 14.